Another issue with the atheistic worldview, going along with what I said the last time about how atheists, if somebody claims that God exists, and if they said that they meditated for 30 days straight in a cave, the atheist won't even bother to get off their ass and actually meditate to see if they can actually have that same realization. They won't actually verify the method, because there have been spiritual teachers who have had awakenings. So going off of this point it's kind of really funny, because as an atheist myself, I was like, isn't it convenient that religious people claim of an afterlife, but yet there have been cases where people have actually, like, who weren't religious, have had that experience of an afterlife. I just kind of thought that's really interesting. Just the fact that people have had an experience of an afterlife. Like, we would think that if an afterlife didn't exist, then why would we have people reporting experiences of an afterlife? Like, it would be it's kind of weird to say that an afterlife is just a hallucination of your mind. But there have been people that have had really intense experiences with it, and just to cop out with it's just a hallucination of your mind, like, you could say that about anything. You could say that about your dreams at night. You could say that about this right here. Like, how would you know if your afterlife experience was real or was just a hallucination of your mind? It just seems like people are bringing you evidence of an afterlife. Like, they could hand it to you. Like, let's just say like an afterlife does exist, right? Let's just say that it does, right? How would they convince you as an atheist that an afterlife does exist? They couldn't, because you would always have that same thing. Well, it's just chemicals in your brain. But if it did exist, there's no way that they could prove it to you, because you would always use that skepticism in that way. It's kind of similar to that Contact movie. That was a great movie. She basically sees the alien, comes back to Earth, and they're asking her what she saw, and she told them that, but they didn't believe her. It's like, she's like, I can't, there's no way I can prove it to you. There was no thing I could bring back. So that was a true experience for her, but she couldn't prove that at all. But in this way, with the afterlife experience, is that there's no way somebody's going to prove it to you if your mind is not open enough to consider that it's possible that an afterlife does exist beyond just chemicals in your brain. So just think about that as an atheist. Are you really open-minded to it? Because it seems like that if an afterlife does exist, even if God was as clear as day out, you would still find reasons to doubt that. And you wouldn't be open to the idea that God could be, or an afterlife could be it could be true, but that it could not be proven to you. It could be true, but that you could still deny it with your skepticism. You could always find any reason to deny that God exists or that an afterlife exists, in the same way that a flat earther will always refute that the earth is round. So think about that.